Hey, so I just did a take and I wasn't too happy about it, so here I go. And I'm switching up the way I'm doing this video, so now it's through this way, but only my arm hopefully doesn't get tired. Let's see if I can switch it up. Okay, that's better but I'll just be quick. We have experiences like fight, and freeze, and I don't want to get into too much detail, but it's like, because then it takes away from what I want to share. In the previous video I talked about how I had a friend of mine, two friends that left me. One of them had a really traumatic childhood, and when I raised my voice, it triggered something, because she said none of my guy friends ever spoke to me. By the way, go back and watch my previous video, why communication is a team effort. But I wanted to come on here, this is not shaking. I wanted to come on here and just share that what I mean. It's like, because I talked about experiences that are locked in our minds, right? And I don't mention my experiences straight on, but I mention bits and pieces. And I mentioned how, there's some experiences that are locked in my head. Like when she told me in the previous video I shared, where she said to me after I poured out my heart and soul, she said, Josh, I'm glad I feel like a weight's lifted off my back since you're not in my life. Like that is locked in my head. And so it's just like, and I can go on and on. But the point is, what that basically means is there's fight, there's flight, there's freeze. So my friend going through a traumatic childhood and going through what she went through, and when I raised my voice, that triggered something and she pushed me out the door. It had nothing to do with me. So all those times I think I mentioned her dad was on drugs and wasn't a nice person when she was a kid. It's like, and he was abusive. It's like there were probably times she wanted to run away. So in fight, flight, and freeze, there's fight, you can fight somebody. There's fight, you fight back. Flight, you fly away, you run away, or you freeze up. You want to run, you want to scream, you want to run, but you can't. So you just take the abuse, but you're trapped. So in that moment that trauma's happening, you probably wanted to go, just run away or fight back. You wanted to do something, but you couldn't. And so that's stuck. You're frozen, almost like being frozen in time, right? So I think I mentioned this in a video I did during COVID, because the video I did during COVID was about self-love. But I don't want to get into the antidote of it. I just wanted to come on here and share what that means, like what trauma basically is. Trauma is basically fight, flight, or freeze. And then it's like, so there are many different levels, but this is one of them, which involves trauma, where I talked about in the previous video where communication is a two-way street. Communication is a team effort, encoding, decoding. So, that's just what I want to share, what happened with my friend and what happens to a lot of people. It's like when we face with trauma and then someone triggers us, there's fight. We probably wanted to run away, but we couldn't. So that's just what I want to share. Fight, flight, and freeze. And in terms of a quick answer, though, what I would say is the key is self-love, but also seeking help. And there's many different ways, but I just wanted to come on here and share that the three ways, how I'll title this video is probably like 3 ways of how we deal with danger. 3 ways of how we deal with danger from a psychology standpoint. And I wanted to talk about that because in the previous video, when I was about to cut, I mentioned, things that are moments that are locked in our minds. And there's many different ways. That's just one of them with fight, flight, and freeze. And this probably, in the next video, I'll talk more about the experiences that are locked in our heads, because I'm thinking about a lot of psychology videos. And this, by the record, my arm is getting tired, so I was thinking next time I'll probably buy a selfie stick so then I could be like, but I'm switching up of how I'm doing this video today. Hope this helps. I'm in beautiful Santa Clara, California, and I'm in the Bay for 2 weeks. So, yeah, hope this video helps. Be on the lookout for the next video, which I talk about more psychology.